Sit upright straight, please. Place your right hand on the top of your head. Close your eyes. Purse your lips together. Take a new breath in and hum with me. One more, a little louder. Bring your hands down, open your eyes. This relaxing, calm effect you're feeling is one of the side effects of yoga. Yoga is mostly known for its asanas or the postures. But along with asanas, we have a lot more in yoga to offer. Let me take you through my yogic journey and some insight to give you an idea what is that more we are talking about. I grew up in a tiny little desert village in Rajasthan, and I was so bored in the school that I would escape through the classroom window as soon as teacher would turn his back to the class. With nothing else to do, roaming around in the sand dunes, till one day I found a straw hut with sadhus and yogis, hermits who have basically renounced the worldly life, were doing these strange rituals. I was completely fascinated by it. So in exchange to share my lunch with them, they allowed me to hang out and sometimes even assist in their practice. This was the experience, changed my life. Living with yogis, learning yogic techniques, philosophies, I gathered yoga is a science of experiment and experience. It cannot be learned or taught only through books. You have to dive into it. Yoga is a journey of self-discovery. On this journey, we go through the multiple layers of ourself to know about physical, emotional energies, to know how we act and react in life, what gives us the energy, what takes the energy away, how do we redirect the energy as per need. You can start yoga anytime. You don't need to be vegan for it, or you don't need to be flexible. There is no limit of age or body types. There is no limitation of what belief system you come from. All are welcome in yoga. If you ask me what is the meaning of yoga, what is the purpose of yoga? The purpose and meaning of yoga is helping us realize that oneness with the universe. We are all intimately interconnected, not just with each other, with everything else around it. But it doesn't feel like this, does it? We feel individual, we feel separate. And why is that? Why do we feel individual and separate if everything else is connected? The reason is our mind. Our mind's inability to see the difference between the reality and your imagination or your idea of reality. So let me give you an example what I mean by that. So you need your hands free, so once again, sit straight. Bring your hands in front of you. Do as I do. Cross your hands and place your fingers on your nose. If you did exactly what I did, you should be able to do this. So did you do what I did, or you presumed what I did? Most of you followed. A couple of you still trying. Don't worry, I'll tell you exactly what happens. Most of you just basically followed a prediction by your mind, and that's exactly where you lost the contact with what was happening. And your mind was giving you a really full-scale idea of what you think is happening. The mind preserves the energy by giving you an idea from your previous experiences and gives a prediction, and in that prediction, you completely get disconnected from now and here. However, when you are gone away somewhere, you do get perceptions which are not even there. And sometimes the bad perception leads you unhappiness. However, through yoga and meditation, you can raise your awareness to the level where you can become totally aware when you are in your dream world or illusion or when you're present and here. Past 30 years, working as a naturopath and a yoga therapist with mental and physical challenge of people from all walks of life, from Hollywood stars to prisoners. This experience gave me the understanding to be able to develop a yoga program. I call it Anthastha Yoga. Anta in Sanskrit means end or the deepest. A place within, the deep place within. This is one of the process where practitioner can dive deep into meditative state of mind effortlessly. So we talked about mind. There's another very important factor needs a close observation. Since life is full of information, we are moving all the time, our minds and bodies are all the time getting bombarded with things, we are creating new things, we are all the time inventing, and we are busy doing. In this busyness, we forget the power and the magic of inaction. In yoga and in his life, action and inactions are equally important. High performance and athletes, they always schedule their inaction in their life. And that inaction protects them from any burning out, protects them from any kind of permanent damages, and at the same time gives them access to creativity and much needed rest so that they can go on with their life with the full energy. Let me give you a real life example. Imagine you are on a around the world journey in a solar powered plane. This journey brings you to Nagoya, Japan. In front of you have a Pacific Ocean. There's nowhere else to land. The next place is Hawaii. And journey from Nagoya, Japan to Hawaii takes 5 days and 5 nights. In those 5 days and 5 nights, lone pilot is only allowed to sleep 20 minutes. In those 20-minute phases, the person has to recover completely and be alert and awake, available for that machine. Now, compound that lack of sleep and lack of movement with fluctuation of temperature from minus 40 degrees to plus 40 degrees at the height of 8,500 meters without any pressurization in that cupboard-sized cabin. This is exactly what André Broschberg, a Swiss pilot for Solar Impulse, had to go through. And I got the honor to work with André and teach him Anthastha Yoga, our specific variation with the blindfolded, doing the postures and modified postures and breathing for the plane. We even make some changes in design in the plane as well so that he can perform his yoga in there. As a result, 5 days later, André landed in Hawaii, and Solar Impulse later completed the journey after circumnavigating the Earth. You and me don't suffer from such hardship on a daily basis, but we too get stressed, sleep deprived. Some of us are struggling with anxieties and depressions. The good news is that you can also use the tools from yoga and feel the instant difference that how that's really help you. Okay? So if you're ready, we'll do one more experience. So once again, sit up straight, please. Place your right hand on your tummy and breathe as fast as you can. Faster, 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 schneller. I don't hear you. Schneller, breathe, rapido. Ale. All right. Breathe normally. Just take normal breath. If you're feeling dizzy, a little bit hot around your ears, shoulders are getting tight, your heartbeat is going fast, these are exactly most probably the symptoms you feel when you're stressed out. Okay? Let's do the counter of that. So, this time, right finger on the right nostril. No tricks anymore. Breathe out from the left. Breathe in. And then switch the nostril after breathing in to the right. Inhale from the right. And switch the nostril to the left. After every inhale, you switch the nostril. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. After every inhale, you switch the nostril and make your breath as quiet as possible. Without any sound, and do it easy, slow. There's no need to hurry. Now keep your eyes closed, place your hands down, and just breathe normally. Just observe your inhale and exhale. And gently open your eyes. Most probably, if I give you a pillow right now, you most probably doze off. A little few seconds ago, you were feeling the symptoms of stress, and now you're feeling the symptoms of relaxation. If you really want to know yoga, you need to dive in it. There is no other way. You need to learn and experiment and understand what it does. Become aware of your mind when you are available and when you think you are available. At the same time, make the inaction part of your life so that you can be more creative and more energetic. The journey of decoding yoga is a journey of decoding yourself. Thank you.